Up with KREM begins now.
6:30 this morning, and with rising unemployment claims throughout the country, we are breaking down the numbers locally in Spokane. Plus, Evan will join us live from home to tell us more about a warming trend coming into this weekend forecast. Good morning, I'm Joshua Robinson here on Up with KREM. We are continuing to practice social distancing. As you may have noticed, I am still here in the studio, but my teammates Jen York, Evan Arani, and Dana Marie McNichol, as you can see, they are all still with us. They are just joining me from their homes. Our way of practicing social distancing, keeping ourselves safe and secure, but also making sure we bring you the latest news and weather forecasts. We will join each of them in just a few minutes. New in the last 20 minutes, Kootenai County is now reporting 10 confirmed cases of COVID-19. That brings the total up to 190 in the state. Now, we bring you more information about the coronavirus. We do want to make sure that we're getting you all the facts to help put your fears into perspective. So here are three things that you need to know throughout Washington state. Washington now has more than 130,000 people who have filed for unemployment benefits. According to the Employment Security Department, Spokane actually had the biggest jump in unemployment claims throughout the state. The U.S. Department of Labor reports nearly 3.3 million people have filed for initial unemployment benefits across the country in the last week. Seattle's CenturyLink Field could be converted into a temporary hospital. A soldier for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers said last night that the home of the Seahawks was their next assignment for a field hospital. And construction will resume next week on the new arena at Seattle Center. NHL Seattle released a statement saying that the general contractor has been diligent in following health and safety guidelines. Work at the site has been suspended through tomorrow. The site will undergo cleaning this weekend before that construction resumes. And of course, for the latest updates on coronavirus in your area, you can text the word health to our text line. That number is 509-448-2000. We are also tracking breaking news this morning. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson is now the first world leader to test positive for COVID-19. He sent out a tweet overnight saying he only has mild symptoms and he would continue to lead Britain's COVID-19 response. He says he is self-isolating and working from home. As of this morning, the UK is reporting over 11,000, approaching 12,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19. And at 6:33 this morning, as we mentioned, Evan Arani has been reporting live from his home longer than any of us. He's our veteran, mobile, social distancing vet when it comes to the Up with KREM team. Evan, has it fully settled in yet, broadcasting the weather from home?
The weirdest part of it is just not leaving my home. I mean, I already spent a decent amount of time here, and it's just weird not leaving the apartment. And if I do leave, the biggest expectation that I have is for food, which is great, I will say, but it is a bit weird at times. I don't know about you. I mean, you're still coming into the building, but it's definitely fewer people in the building, right? It's
home, work. There is no other track that I take. I have enough groceries to last about 2 or 3 weeks, so it's just a matter of limiting that. It's that direct route. That's really all that it is for me.
Yeah. Exactly. I feel you. All right, let's get a check of what we've got as far as the forecast goes going into the next couple hours and the next couple days. We do see plenty of showers popping up mainly across the North Idaho Panhandle. So you can see the kind of colors of gray that we've got through the Panhandle, whereas central Washington and eastern Washington is actually mostly dry to start off the morning, but cloudy. Quite a few clouds hanging out with us and a thick amount of cloud cover. 47 degrees is that afternoon high today, which doesn't really take us to that much of warmth. We're already in the mid-30s. We're only going to warm up by about 12 degrees into the afternoon, but it looks like we are going to actually see a warm up into the weekend. So your Saturday and Sunday will bring us to about the mid-50s, which will bring us well into the rain territory as opposed to the snow. Over the course of the weekend, showery conditions persist. It doesn't look like anything widespread is coming our way, but otherwise expect cloudy skies and a shower here and there. Another concern is those wind gusts. We'll see them jump up to the teens and 20-mile-per-hour range. It looks like peak wind is going to be Monday afternoon or so. So over the course of the weekend, wind gusts continue in the 20-mile-per-hour range and then move up to the 30s as we head into about your Monday. Monday will be a better picture of that, but for now, we just kind of give you a fair warning ahead of time that we're going to see this breezy and showery weather pattern stick with us, not only through the weekend, but well into Monday and Tuesday. not the greatest 7-day forecast for people who expect more of the spring-like weather and the sunny weather. It looks like we're going to have to get through a little bit of wet weather first. So for now, I will send things back over to you. I'll send over to Jen.
Evan, thank you. Well, I'm not going to knock your forecast. I'll take rain over snow. I prefer the sun, of course, but we're inching closer and closer to summer. So I think you get some points for that. All right, getting into some headlines this morning. We're talking about unemployment numbers. Of course, we know that it quadrupled from a record set in 1982. 3.3 million claims just this week. So what does it mean and how does it all work? We want to bring in Nicole Hernandez to walk us through it.
Yeah, work shutdowns have left a lot of Americans without jobs because of the coronavirus. Last week, almost 3.3 million Americans applied for unemployment benefits, and that's a national record. That's 5 times more than the previous record set back in 1982. The Employment Security Department said specifically here in Washington, over 133,000 people claimed unemployment last week. Just for some perspective, the week before, only about 14,000 people applied across the state. Compared to the rest of Washington, Spokane County experienced the highest increase in unemployment claims from 455 to 8,766. That's a 1,826% increase in just 1 week. All counties statewide did see a jump in claims, with some of the other big spikes in Pierce and Snohomish counties. The specific industries that had the most claims include accommodation and food services with over 41,000 new claims, healthcare and social assistance with over 18,000 new claims, retail over 8,000, and manufacturing with over 5,000 new claims. Again, experts say that we're seeing this spike in claims because of our response to the coronavirus outbreak. So if you're going through this for the first time, you can text us at 509-448-2000. Text us the word money, and we will send you a list of tips that you can use to help apply for unemployment benefits. In Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
All right, Nicole, thank you so much. Well, there is a claim online that authorities are closing the border between Washington and Idaho. Amid the coronavirus outbreak, we're seeing a lot of those claims surface on social media. And we're here to tell you this morning that that is simply not true. We want to bring in Washington State Patrol troopers who are talking about this. And we have Chris Thorson explaining this information for you that you might be seeing online and verifying, again, that it is not true.
Hello, Trooper Thorson with the Washington State Patrol. They wanted to quash some rumors going around Washington State that troopers are specifically stopping cars to question and interrogate people about where they're going or what they're doing, or if they're essential employees. That is not true. Also, our borders between Idaho and Oregon and Washington State are open. They are not closed at all. We are not doing any checkpoints. So please help us spread the word. Thanks.
Of course, if you have any questions about the stay-at-home order in Washington or Idaho, you can text HOME to our text line. That is 509-448-2000. I can see the text come in on my iPad here, and I know a lot of you have questions about what it entails. So again, we have a lot of the answers for your questions. Again, just text HOME to 509-448-2000. Joshua, we'll send it back to you in studio.
Yeah, and Jen, of course, one of the reasons that we also like using this text line is it helps us sort of quash this disinformation, make sure we get the accurate, correct information to all of you at home as well. Jen, thank you very much for joining us with those updates this morning. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit as we approach 6:39 this morning. We're going to actually turn things over now to Dana Marie McNichol, who also is working from home. She is one of the many people who has been taking questions live every morning. Dana Marie, good morning. Thank you for joining us again this morning. Tell us about the latest this morning.
Yeah, Joshua, good morning. One of the most frequently asked questions coming into our newsroom, especially here on Up with KREM this morning, are concerns if Social Security recipients will get that $1,200 stimulus check. And I'm here to answer that question. Right now, that is yes. The Senate plan would send that $1,200 check to many, including Social Security recipients. The IRS can pull information from a 2019 Social Security if it does not have your tax returns to calculate your stimulus check amount. Now, another question we got frequently is, Is there going to be a website or anything available to apply for the stimulus or elect for direct deposit, or do we just wait for a check? That is a great question. Now, the bill says you will receive this payment electronically to any account you've authorized to receive federal tax refunds. That means that it will be a direct deposit to an account you file taxes with. However, if the IRS doesn't have that direct deposit info, people may need to wait a lot longer to get that check. It might just be coming in a little bit more delayed. Now, this relates to the question, how long until we get that money? Now, the bill doesn't specifically specify the exact timing on when you could receive this money. It simply says the Secretary of Treasury should distribute the rebates, quote, as rapidly as possible. Now, we do want to say that it has passed in the Senate. We still have to vote through the House of Representatives and then have President Donald Trump sign off on this. So as this does go through, we'll get more information on exactly step by step and when that money you will get. But there is a great resource online on KREM.com. You could text the word money to 509-448-2000, and it really does break down every single step of the bill that we know already, regardless of your job, how much money you make, and it just gives you that info right straight to your phone. So let us know what questions you have, but also again, money at 509-448-2000. We'll answer many of your questions this morning. Joshua?
Dana Marie, thank you very much. And of course, we do want to also remind you that a lot of the information, I'm seeing questions come in now, a lot of the information we have already is on KREM.com as well. Thank you very much for joining us, Dana Marie. And of course, this morning, teachers from Fernand STEM Academy in Coeur d'Alene wanted to send some messages to their students. If you're a teacher with a message for one of your students, send it to us on 509-448-2000.
Remember, keep reading. I miss you guys.